What happened on 7 on October, Livnei, before 6:30 in the morning?
What's happened? Normal life, regular life. I had 4 boys. I had a normal life, like every Israeli woman in Israel. We worked very difficult at the day. We're doing our best to get our children safety and have a good education and good, normal life. But we are living in a moshav that is not far away from Gaza, from the frontier of Gaza. So we always knew that something will happen. I can tell you that I prepare myself for this day every time, all my life. I'm living in Netiv Asara 24 years, and I knew that when we left the Gush Katif, someday we will be...
You were in Gush Katif?
When the army left Gush Katif, I didn't live in Gush Katif, but I was next to them.
All right.
I knew that someday something bad will happen in Netiv Asara, because Netiv Asara was the first moshav that was very closer to the Bet Laia from Gaza.
Right.
And we all those years noticed that the Hamas get more closer to us. So we understand that if something bad will happen, we must to be prepared to this bad day. And this is what my husband and we did.
And what happened 6:30 in the morning? How did your life change in that minute?
At this moment, I didn't realize that my life changed. I realized that my life changed only after 72 hours. Okay? Because when you are in shock, you cannot realize and think. And I was in shock because I lost my husband. I saw him maybe 1 hour after he was killed. I saw him with a lot of blood and without a note of life. And I didn't understood yet what he did. But I knew that he did something that no one could do it. I knew that Gil will do everything to save the boys. So when he jumped to the grenade, jumped or explodes, we have so many versions about this day. I can tell you that he knew that my boss will stay with best hands, because me and Gil, we were very in a difficult period in the end. We were separate, and I didn't have the chance to explain him many things that I want to explain. And I feel so bad about this, but I know that he knew that I loved him, and he knew that I will do my best to take those boys and make them a brave man and brave human being, and make them a good people in this bad world. I knew that he knew that this is what I'm going to do. By the way, he said to the boys, maybe a few minutes before he had what he had, that he knew that if something will happen to him, they are staying with best hands. I will do my best for them. But I didn't notice and imagine that at the same moment, 10 minutes before Gil was killed, my son Or was killed. I didn't know until Monday morning.
Oof.
And you know
almost more than 24 hours later.
48 hours.
48 hours.
Because they said they took my boys to the operation and tried to save them. Shai was very, very dangerous, and they operate him 4 or maybe 3 times. I didn't have the possibility to get my phone or to try to contact someone to know what's happened to all, because you need to understand, when I evacuate the Moshav, they took me from the Moshav, they saved my life and the life of the boys. I went and I left my house without nothing.
Sure.
Without my shoes, without my glasses, without my clothes. I was with my pajama, and I couldn't understand what happened. I was pretty sure that I'm going back 5 days, 6 days later. And I tried to call her on Sunday evening, and no one answered. But you know what's happened? Everyone knows that Or was murdered. Everyone around me knows that Or wasn't in life, and they tried to take care of me and not to tell me or not to find it, because if I will find it and know it, I will not be able to be strong for the 2 boys that they are trying to get in life, because they were almost died. So when I realized that is maybe not in life or kidnapped, I told the security of Netiv HaSara, please tell me that everything is okay with tell me. And someone throw me a sentence like, you don't know what's happened? Don't you know that everyone were killed?
Somebody told you like that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Like that.
All right.
And I say to him, can you stop with your bullshit? Who are you? What are you trying to do to me? Wake up. You need to understand. Everything died in the beach. And I didn't believe him. I couldn't to accept it. You want to know, until today I cannot accept the death of my boy. I cannot go to the sea.
How old was he?
17 years old.
So he was just enjoying life when
He was a child. He was a child that's beginning his life.
Yes.
And he was so close to me. He was my life, my breath, my best friend, my everything. He was my baby. And I didn't have the time to say him goodbye or to tell him that I will save him or get an option to get him to save his life. And you know what I feel? I feel that I didn't succeed with my boy. I am not a good mother because I couldn't save him. And now that I have 3 boys, I'm trying to do my best with them because I couldn't do it with all.
I will tell you, you have to be, you were a good mother with him. If he was enjoying, he had the time to go to a beach, to say, I'm happy, it was because you were a good mother. If not, he wouldn't do it. He was happy, he was enjoying life, he was with friends, so don't feel bad.
Yes,
you did a good job, and you are doing a good job with your other 3 kids, and you are doing an excellent job now, not letting people to forget what happened, and they have to know what really happened there, because you were also confronting with some terrorists in your house.
Yeah, I was with 3 terrorists around me, and I must say it, I didn't have a time to afraid or to be a paranoid. I didn't have a time to think what will happen or what I must do. I was like a robot. Everything that Gil learned me to do, if something will happen,
you did it.
I did it. It was like hurricane. And I heard his voice in my head, Sabine, take the phone and turn off with the Wi-Fi. Sabine, lock the doors. Sabine, lock yourself.
You were along with the 3 kids.
I was only with one kid.
With
the
one
2
kid.
littles was with Gil and the
All right.
older in the beach.
Yes.
And everything that he learned me, I did it. I didn't have the time to realize the situation or to afraid.
And what happened there it's important people to know what happened there let me do something. What happened there on your house?
Around my house, in the beginning they said, the Shabak and all the Israeli service said that we have had more than 7, 8 terrorists. After they said it was only 5, and now they said that only 3. If you ask my opinion, I'm pretty sure that we had more than 3 terrorists around my house or in the Moshav. It's not possible they did so much mess and murdered, and there were only 3. So I noticed only 2 in front of me. This is what I saw, and this is what I see. 2 terrorists in front of me that tried to kill me. They didn't kill me because I took myself and threw the door in front of one of them. And why he didn't shoot, I don't have an answer for this. But he tried to kill me. He threw me a grenade, and my house saved me. After he saw that the grenade didn't explode in the house, he get back to the windows where is the safety room, because he knew that I ran away there.
Yes.
And he tried to open the window with RPG, with grenade, with deals, magdecha.
Yes.
And he didn't succeed because the door was closed so very good. And he said me in Arabic, open your kalb, open a kalb, open the door, your dog. So I was sure that I'm going to die. I took a film, my camera in my iPhone, and began to film what's happened in the safety room. And I filmed my boys, and I filmed everything. And I said, if something will happen to me, please show this film. Show this camera. Everyone must to know. And it's a difficult film, but the world must to see it, because the life is stronger than the death. The story that I want to tell is that my boys are alive. I'm alive. Okay, I lost 2 of my family, but we are alive. And the life is beautiful, and the life is continue. But we need to open the eyes in everybody in the world, because they are naive and they don't understand that what's happening in Israel wants to happen in USA and in Europe. We don't have a time. We need to save them and to prepare them. And this is my mission today. And I need to open the eyes of everyone that say that we are killers. The Israeli people are liars. The Israeli people killed innocent people in Gaza. Stop the bullshit. They are not innocent. They choose the Hamas. They want to kill everybody. They don't want the Israeli people, not the Jewish, not the Christian, not the Orthodox, no one. Only the radical Islam. And the world must to understand it.
How was your relation with Gaza before the 7th of October? How was it? Because many people say it was bad, but the reality was different. You had a good relation with many people there, or
yes.
bad? How was the relation with that?
I can tell you that we have a good relationship, okay? It's bullshit. But many of the Israeli people in my Moshav and all the area of whatever Gaza try to help the people from Gaza. We knew that they had problems with starving, with food and everything. and we try to help them with all the option that we have, to take them to Israel, to give them a work, to give them food, to give them money, to give them hope. We give them hope, and we say them, don't worry, we will help you. We will help you to get everything to have a better life. You know what they did? They took all my information and gave it to the Hamas. And after they took the information from Khalil, the man that worked for me, they killed him. They killed him. So
Their own people they kill.
the Hamas killed Khalil. Khalil was a Palestinian man that only want to work and to have money for his family, to give them food. So when he go back to the Gaza every weekend, they took his money and they took the information that he get from us, and after they use him, they killed him like an animal. They cut him for every part, and I saw his body, okay? I saw his body. So tell me, are we the bad people? Are we the bad people that want wars? By the way, we didn't start this war. This is not a war. This is a defense. We are fighting for our life. This is not a war. We can destroy them with an atomic bomb in every second. We don't do it because we are human beings, because we are people with soul, and we want to live with the Islamic people in Israel in peace. And by the way, we are working together. Come to Israel, come to Jaffa, come to Tel Aviv, come to Haifa, come to Nazareth, come to Ramle, come to all the big towns in Israel. You will see Muslim people and Jewish people together.
The enemy is Hamas, not the Palestinians. It's Hamas.
This is the story, the lion story that you are hear about it. This is bullshit. They are terrorists. The Hamas and the Hezbollah are terrorist organization. They don't want no one next to them. They don't want homosexual. They don't want lesbian. They don't want Christian. They don't want Jewish. They don't want Orthodox. They don't want liberal people. They want the radical Islam to get the opportunity to take the world under their hands. And the world must to understand it. Open your eyes. It's going to explode in everywhere in the world.
Sabine,
Stop to be naive.
with that message, I think we have many more questions. You have to answer questions. I think that's important, to still answer and talk about it, not to be quiet, to keep talking and talking about it.
We must talk about it.
We have to remember, and we have to let people know what really happened, and that Hamas is this terrorist organization, that it's incredible what is happening.
You know, some people in Israel said it's like the Holocaust. It's not like the Holocaust. You know why? Because in the Holocaust we didn't have a country. We didn't have an army. Now we have a country and we have an army. And we're going to fight. And we're going to save, first of all, ourselves, then Israel, and then the world. This is the difference between this period and the Holocaust. This is not the Holocaust. This is a tragedy day. This is terrible. This is a difficult time for everyone. But this is not Holocaust. Yes, we lost many of people, and we lost many children and wives and girls and young people. But we will continue and survive.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.